You're driving through the Nevada desert when a white truck appears in your rearview mirror. Signs say, "Use of deadly force authorized." You aren't a tourist. You are the help. Welcome to the most secret square mile on Earth today. Level 1, Perimeter Guard. You sit in a dusty Jeep for 12 hours. Your only job is ensuring nobody crosses that invisible line. You have no name, just a badge number. If someone wanders too close, you don't ask questions. You make $60,000 a year to watch sand. You think you are important, but you're just a human wall. You haven't seen the lights yet. You just hear the desert wind and the static on your encrypted radio. Level 2, Facility Janitor. You finally go inside. The hangar is massive, humming with a frequency that makes your teeth ache. You mop floors near crafts that shouldn't exist. You aren't allowed to look up. Silence is your contract. You clean spills that glow a strange, pulsing purple. The liquid feels heavy, moving against gravity. You find a tiny metallic scrap one night. It's warmer than your skin and never cools down. You hide it in your boot. Level 3, Materials Scientist. You've been promoted because you didn't talk. Now you study alloys that can't be cut by industrial lasers or melted by extreme heat. These materials weren't made in a factory. They weren't even made here. You realize these crafts don't belong to any nation. Your hands shake as you record data that breaks every law of physics. The atoms are arranged in patterns that shouldn't be stable. You are touching the impossible every single day. Level 4, Flight Observer. You watch the desert sky at 3 in the morning. A craft moves like a dragonfly, defying momentum. It stops instantly at 10,000 miles per hour. No sonic boom, no heat, just total silence. Everything you knew about science is a lie. You sign 20 non-disclosure agreements. They tell you your family will vanish if you even whisper about the glowing lights. You start seeing men in suits watching your house at night. Level 5, Biocontainment Technician. You descend to the lowest level. The air smells like ozone and ancient, rotting meat. It's freezing cold. You enter a room filled with glass tanks. Shadows move inside the thick, glowing green liquid. They aren't human. They aren't even biological as we understand life. Their heartbeats only pulse once every hour. You monitor their vitals while they watch you from behind the glass. They don't need eyes to see into your mind. You stop sleeping. Every time you close your eyes, you hear their voices. Not words, but cold, sharp images of a dying sun. You realize we aren't the masters of this base. We are just the curious, terrified house pets. Level 6, Security Administrator. You finally see the true budget. Trillions of dollars are funneled into projects with no names. This isn't a government operation. A shadow group runs this place, and they answer to absolutely nobody on Earth. Your job is to erase the files of coworkers who talked. You see their faces on your monitor. They weren't enemies, they were your friends. Now they are just disappeared assets. You realize you are holding the eraser now. You oversee the disinformation campaigns. You feed the public stories about weather balloons and swamp gas. You watch the news and laugh at the experts while you sit on the most dangerous secrets in human history. You are powerful. Level 7, Site Director. You sit in the boardroom deep underground. You coordinate with leaders who never appear on the news. You decide which alien technology is leaked to the world and which stays buried in the desert sand. You control the progress of the human race. You hold the keys to infinite energy and interstellar travel, but you keep them locked away. The world isn't ready. Or maybe you just enjoy being the only one with light. You have total authority, but you can't ever leave the base. You are a prisoner in the most expensive cage ever built. Your life is a series of classified meetings and silent dinners. The desert has finally swallowed you. Level 8, The Keeper. You are one of 3 people who know the absolute truth. You meet the occupants in person without the glass. They don't speak with mouths. They project their history directly into your nervous system. You see the beginning of our species and the inevitable end. You see why the secret must stay hidden. The truth would destroy every religion, every economy, and every sense of human purpose. Mankind cannot survive knowing its true origin. The weight of the knowledge is crushing your soul. You look at the stars and feel small. You realize we aren't being studied, we are being harvested. The base isn't for research. It's a slaughterhouse waiting for the signal. You can't handle the silence anymore. You need to tell someone. You think about your wife, sleeping peacefully in a world of lies. You decide to record a message, a confession for the world to hear after you're gone. You whisper the truth into a hidden recorder. You describe the tanks, the crafts, and the coming harvest. You feel a brief moment of peace thinking you've saved humanity. But you forgot where you are. Every wall has ears. Level 9, The Target. You wake up in a room with no windows. Your clearance is gone. Your bank account is zeroed out. Your family has been told you died in a car accident. You no longer officially exist. A man in a sharp suit sits across from you. He doesn't look angry, he looks bored. He says you were the best keeper they ever had. He hands you a glass of water. It tastes slightly like copper. Your heart begins to slow down. Your vision blurs into white static. You realize the secret doesn't belong to the government. It belongs to them. And you were just a temporary distraction in a game that started millions of years ago. The screen goes dark. There is no grave for you. There is no record of your service. You were never at Area 51. You never drove through the desert. You were just a ghost story told by a fool. The world continues to spin, blissfully unaware of the shadows beneath the sand. People look at the stars and wish for contact, never knowing that contact happened long ago. The harvest is coming, and there is nobody left to warn. The white truck still patrols the perimeter. The signs still authorize deadly force. A new guard sits in the Jeep, dreaming of seeing a UFO. He has no idea that he is already standing inside the greatest nightmare imaginable. You are gone, but the machine never stops. Another level 1 starts his shift today. He thinks he's important. He thinks he's safe. But in the desert, everyone is just a target. Welcome to your life. Welcome to the end.